Okay, we should be good to go. Stream should be live. I am late. I'm sorry for being late. Let me shake up my energy drink real quick. Sorry, I need caffeine. It's been a long day. Sorry I'm late. I don't usually stream on Thursdays. Today was chaotic. How's everybody doing this evening? It is Thursday, March 28th, 2024, and we got a game to make. Let me bring up the shared chat for Twitch and YouTube. Boop. Cool. Okay. I'm ready to get started. Let's talk about what we're gonna work on tonight. First things first, if you're not familiar, I'm Chris, and I'm making a VR game where you punch things. What's up, Shrek? How's it going? Blah. Man, that peach flavor is so good. Okay, so tonight, let's talk about what we're doing. Hop over to my gameplay tab. Let me hide my sidebar here. Y'all don't need to see my personal life. And here is what we're working on today. So first, I want to adjust the duration of the bombs you're not supposed to punch, because I want to make them more obstacles, not something that just sticks around for a brief time. And with that, we're going to need to adjust the max amount on screen. Add checks for the max amount on screen. Let me tab these over real quick, since that's kind of a subcategory. And then after that, I want to make it so that the targets that you hit wipe the field of the don't punch bombs, so they clear, so the obstacles will disappear on their own after, let's say, an arbitrary number like 15 to 20 seconds. But then I also want the targets to be able to clear the obstacles, which I think would be cool. So we're gonna try that. It's gonna be tricky. If we finish that early, then I'd like to, there's a couple fixes I need to do. We need to fix the split bombs not scaling down when it splits. I was playtesting the other day a lot. We need to implement, that can wait. The spinning lasers can wait. I have some changes and things we need to do with the lasers. And then I want to make left-right bombs. So like it'll be a bomb, but it'll have like a circular screen on it that shows which hand you have to hit it with. It'll preferably disrupt people from their combos a little bit more, make it a little bit harder on them to keep the left-right combo, make them think about their punching choices a little bit better. So that's another idea I had for an enemy to implement in the game. And then another thing I'd like to do, someone on YouTube comments had a really good idea for led to a good idea. Their suggestion led to a good idea. Make the combo bombs bigger, and as you punch them, first time you punch it, it gets smaller, then punch it again. That'll telegraph, I think, to the player a little bit better what they're supposed to do. If it gets smaller every time they punch it. Oof. Man, I'm still waking up. So let's hop into Visual Studio and open up the engine. Or let me open up the Quest Developer Hub too. It's been a minute since we've hopped in here. We're doing art stuff on stream lately. Which, Saturday morning, art stream, we're gonna do another camera track because I gotta do my title slide for my second a day this month. So that'll be fun. Those are always fun. What I did for my second a day is I took for the first of the month, I took a video of my desk, and what I want to do is track the month text, but put it like 3D, but inside one of my monitors. I think that would be really cool. So that's what we're gonna try to do on Saturday. For anybody unfamiliar, I do this 1 second a day video project, and every month I put 3D text on the first day of the month so everyone knows what month it is. So let's see, Oracle Fish. I'm not currently logged in as Oracle Fish. So like here is February, where we have February on the table. That's just a 3D object. Or like, I don't ever do it for January because that's usually the last year leading into the current year. It's like for December, I put it outside my railing. For November, I put it on the table. October, it was at my mom's place. September, it was in Walmart. I just try to get a good clean plate where I can put the, oh, that one turned out really good with like the dappled lighting from the tree. It looks very believable. That's a really tricky one to do. So that's what we're doing on Saturday, is working on that. But today, I think we want 2022. This month, that looks correct. I haven't worked on this in like 10 days. It's pretty sad. I don't know what all these emotes are. And I know what they are. Running and sleeping, and is that your life currently? Are you running and sleeping a bunch? Oh, it's opening our Visual Studio project. In the meantime, I can just hang out and be like, what it do, dogs? Or cats. Cats are cool too, you know. I'm gonna hit the launch button to launch the engine. Means you gotta go catch some Z's. I hope you enjoy those Z's, and I hope, first of all, I hope you catch them. They're pretty tricky to catch. Secondly, I hope you enjoy them. All right, Unreal Editor is booting. But if you can't catch the Z's, you know where I am. If you want to hang out. I should have had this all booted before stream, but man, my day was chaotic. Wow, today's my last day before a 5-day weekend. So I had a whole lot to get done at work. Then after work, I had a cardiologist appointment where I sat in the little waiting room for the doctor for over an hour. For over an hour! It was wild. Okay. I guess we just start checking things off the list. I appreciate the follow. Random person who probably subscribed from a YouTube short. Okay, let's do it. Let's do the thing. So number 1 on our list. Adjust the max amount. Okay, we gotta do the don't punch thing. So first, adjust the duration that it's on screen. Let's a global variable for that I only have to, although I guess I only have to change it in one place regardless. Okay, so let's make this full screen so people can actually see what's going on. Begin play, set the relative scale, play from start. Hope to learn game developing one day. You can learn now. You can just go download Unreal Engine for free and hop in. There's like a bajillion tutorials online. That's what I did. One day I just decided I wanted to learn how to make games, so I did. You can do anything you want if you put your mind to it. Play a sound, then oh, we do play the time. We play the spawn timeline. So we scale it up. Then after that's done, we play the armed timeline. I suppose the armed timeline is going to be what we want to change here. I think we'd make this, so it's currently 1 second, it looks like. Do we set a different play rate for it? Oh, there we do. Bomb life. Okay. We already made this. Hey, Dad, how's it going? I did eventually get to see the cardiologist, and I set up an appointment to have an echo done in a couple weeks. $8 a.m. first thing in the morning. We'll see if they have their act together. I've run out of juice. Okay, so let's make the bomb life. By default, we have it at 3.5. Richard has a contract on a house? He doesn't tell me shit. What? You have to Facebook message me a link. Let's do 15 seconds. Make these stick around for a while. Appreciate the follow, random person subscribing from a YouTube short, probably. I'm sure has a contract on a house. Obviously, I'm not going to show it on stream because that would be doxing, but very cool. Wow, like nice little yard and everything. It's a lot like Jen's first house. It looks very nice. I mean, good yard. Kind of secluded, which I know he wants. Two-car garage, that's pretty nice. Wow. Hopefully it all goes through. That's awesome. Fingers crossed. So he actually they accepted his offer. That's what, like, he's under contract. Wonder how far that is from me. Sorry, other people watching the stream. Oh, it's only half an hour away. That's not bad at all. Gotta tell Rebecca. Or I should probably hide my screen in case it pops up as a notification. Everybody can just stare at my face as I'm typing. Got TV shows to watch. Why am I not the TV show you're watching? Wow, I see where your priorities are, mister. Have a good night, Dad. Thanks for the information. Okay. Back to it. Oh, let's make a delegate. And we'll put it under our current game mode. We'll say launch bombs. That's gonna get my video delisted faster than anything. I just knocked shit over. Okay, so let's go to our game mode. And we're going to play test this in a little bit because I'd like to actually test what we're about to add. See if it's fun or not. Okay. I'm sorry I keep getting distracted. Okay. Let's find our game mode. I'm not the same. Hi, how are you doing tonight? And then let's do obstacle actions, I suppose. Let's make a new delegate event dispatcher, and we'll call this not good. That's not fun. I hope things get better for you. Blast spike balls. That'll work. Okay, so then under our don't punches, we can make a new event called blast away. Oh shit, wrong thing. find event to blast spike balls. And that'll be the blast away. So now if we call blast away from our game mode, it'll take all the spike balls and go pew. I mean, after we actually write the code for them to go pew. So let's now I guess grab the collision. What are the collision properties for the bomb collision, I wonder? It's been a minute. Currently blocks, so it does hits instead of overlaps. That's good. So let's say set linear velocity. Add a menu where people can make their own levels. Man, that's getting a little complicated for what I'm trying to do here. I'm just one guy. So this is an arcade game where you punch things. I don't know what kind of levels people would make. I would love to make a game eventually where people can like do custom things, but that is unfortunately not this game. So here we'll get the world location. This is a very, very simple arcade game. And then we'll get direction. Let's see. Get unit direction. Grab the world location again so we can split it out. And then we'll say X, Y. Oh wait, no, we want X, Y to be 0. And then we want Z to be equal. That way, same height, so they just go rather than if that makes sense. And then multiply this by I guess multiplying each one by the same amount would probably do it. We can just make this like 100. And then let's put a bunch of these on the stage. And then we'll do like 3 seconds or like 5 seconds on the game mode. And then call it. Okay, let's only do this once. After the delay. Then we can go ahead and play in the selected viewport. Hi, Node Sandwich, how's it going? That's a great username. Alright, so we have our things. Should give it 5 seconds and then nothing. Oh. Okay, let's mess with this a little bit. Duration 4 seconds. And then let's set this down to 50. And then I'm going to make these a little bit higher just so test purposes. All right, let's play. Been 4 seconds for sure. Trying to learn game dev in Unreal and Blender yourself. Some of YouTube shorts showed up in your radar. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Access none. Trying to read current save. Yeah, that's fine. So what I'm trying to do right now. Oh, did I actually connect the logic or not? Set physics linear velocity. Oh, maybe we have to have it simulate physics. That would probably make sense, you know? So the goal right now, Node Sandwich, is that I want to experiment with making the spike balls stick around for longer. Maybe make it like an arbitrary number, like 15 or 20 seconds instead of the 4 seconds they're around now. But if you hit targets with the ones you're supposed to punch, it'll blast the obstacles away, is what I'm experimenting with right now. We'll see if it's fun or not in a little bit once I get it working. So it should be 4 seconds, and then they should get blasted. It's definitely been 4 seconds. I'm also gonna have it print a string so we know that this is firing. So let's say print string. We have blast off. We'll set this to the 100 seconds duration because who cares? Okay, hit play. We don't have blast off. Why don't we have blast off? Game state by default. Game state max, the frick? Okay, where's my enumerator for that? Idle, classic, game over. So by default, we should be idle. Hey, we have blast off. Now, was that anticlimactic? A little bit, yeah. But we can mess with the values now. Okay, so let's give the velocity like 4 times that. We'll also grab our timeline for it being armed. And we will tell that to stop. Because we don't want it to mess stuff up. And then the animate out timeline, right from start. So it'll shrink over the course of 0.5 seconds while blasting away ideally. Let's try it. I think we can make them go faster. That's pretty slow as hell if you ask me. Let's make them go like twice that, 400 velocity. And we can go even faster. 600 velocity, over 9,000 velocity. There. So then we need to tie this to hitting the targets. Nice. I think that works. And then let's set the play rate of animate out. Never go wrong with 15,000. Set the play rate to twice as fast for the shrinking. Mark 3, go! We have blast off. Cool. Maybe we can set this up to like 800 and then that'll probably be good enough. That'll work. Okay, so now we need to tie it to the target being hit, but whenever we hit a multiplier target, it should now, I mean, once we write the logic, we'll have it so that all of the spike balls blast off. And now they stick around for a bit longer too, which is pretty cool. And that's the collision. The spikes extend a little bit outside the collision. So I wonder if I should make the spike ball a little bit smaller. We can mess with it later. I like how the spike balls turn out, though. They look pretty cool. There's something oddly satisfying about setting something flying as if shot from a railgun. I think a lot of things are satisfying when shot from a railgun. Alright, so now let's why do we have blast off? The game's not even playing. Go back to our game mode. We no longer want that to happen. Hello, Ironhide Stop Motions VR. How's it going? Okay, so we no longer want to have that connected, but we do want to go to our target power-ups. Put our multiplier. And hits. We destroy the bomb. Set the visibility. Spawn particles and set their color. Set collision on all channels. Do our light blast. We play a sound. And then we destroy the actor. How about right after we play the sound, we blast away the spike balls. Can I get this VR game when you're done with it? I'm gonna be looking for playtesters at some point in the near future. I'll probably post a YouTube short about it when I do. Otherwise, it'll be on the App Lab when I'm done, probably for super cheap. Call blast spike balls. I don't know what the final price of it's gonna be, but I'm imagining under $10 probably, which is less than like a cup of coffee these days. I'm just making a fun, silly little arcade game. And I'd rather people be able to play it than be like, that's too expensive. I can't afford that. Okay. Theoretically, this should work now. So, let's turn the lifespan of the enemies up just a little bit more to like 20 seconds. And then let's play test. Perhaps. Oh, let me, device manager. Not connected. Not connected. What you talking about, not connected? Huh. On the Meta Quest 3 itself, it literally says connected. Oh, y'all probably shouldn't see those numbers. Includes improved. Let's go ahead and download the new developer hub, I suppose. Download complete. Let's restart it. Hooray! Device manager not connected. Lies. Let's see. Oh. Well, now that's interesting. Huh. Let's troubleshoot, I suppose. Troubleshoot attempt 2. Oh man, that was weird. Now it's connected. Okay, so the top USB-C port doesn't seem to work super well. Have to put it on the graphics card USB-C port. That's some horse shit. Okay. Good to know. Now we can do Quest 3. And we may have to reboot the engine since we connected properly now. But we'll find out. It'll give us an error if it doesn't like it. So, in the meantime, how's life? It's running, allegedly. It is, cool. Let's see if it works. If that should stick around for a while as an obstacle. And then if we hit the target, bam! Nice. Farick. Well, it works. Is it fun? That's a question. I feel like that's the important question. Is it fun? Also, whoever followed, I appreciate you. I was in a VR headset, so I couldn't tell. So I kind of like the idea of these sticking around as obstacles. I do kind of feel like the targets need to be further away. They're a little bit easy right now. I'll add that to my to-do list. Let me think about that for a bit while we hop to our next to-do item, which is the split bombs. Are we calling the shrink for split? are. Deactivate, set collision. Then spawn bombs to the arrows. We're taking the bomb collision and setting the relative scale. Maybe it just goes too fast. 0.25. It just doesn't feel like they're shrinking when I hit them, when I play tested. So it is allegedly scaling down. So I'll just leave it be for now, I guess. I'll have to watch footage back later to see if it actually scales down or not. We did double check that. So the other thing I want to work on tonight is I want to make some bombs that you have to hit with a specific hand. Gotta go. That's okay. I hope you have a good rest of your night. I appreciate you hanging out. Yeah, have a good one. I appreciate you chilling here. Take it easy. So I will demonstrate what I'm picturing for these ones. Let's open Blender 4.1 now. That's pretty wild. Let's go to our editing drive, or gaming drive. Documents. I want to take our punch bomb. Oh, there's another thing I need to fix too. I need to add it to my bugs. Fix split bombs overlapping with other bombs. That's an issue later in the game. Okay, so these are what the punch bombs look like. If we render it, that does nothing. Let me open the one that's for turntable. Well, these were the old red ones, but you get the idea. So what I'm picturing... Let me save this as a new one. I'm gonna call this left-right bomb. I thought it would be fun to add something. These will come up later in the game. Do I really need all 32 vertices? Probably. So maybe cut off about here and have like a cylindrical screen on it. Seems like it'll be very big when VR comes out. Getting the 3D modeling for things like this. It's a good skill to have for sure. So I'm gonna cut this off real quick here, just so I can demonstrate what we're working on. What's the game called? It's called Punch Bomb. It's kind of a remake of a game I made a while ago, but better. So back in 2016, I released this version of the game on Steam for the HTC Vive and Oculus Rift CV1. And long story, but I got sick, had open heart surgery, couldn't really work on an active VR game while I was recovering from that. So this took kind of a backseat, and then by the time I got back to it, the entire landscape had evolved so much. All the SDKs had moved up. Everybody was developing for the Quest, so I kind of dropped this project. And a couple years ago, just very, very off and on, I picked it up and restarted completely from scratch, developing it for the Oculus Quest. That's what I'm working on now, but the goal is to launch it on the App Lab this year. The Quest version should be better, more optimized, cooler, more to it than the original. Ideally, I guess we'll find out. So let's go ahead and add a Boolean, which is very messy. Don't do this at home, kids. To cut off the side just so I can demonstrate what I'm thinking here. Let's cut even a little bit further, perhaps. Not all the way to half, just before the lights. Then we'll move this in. You struggle with Booleans. They're not the cleanest way to do things, for sure. But they have their place. Here, I have an idea. Let's, parent the cube to this cylinder that we made so we can hide the cube, but now you can move the cylinder in and out. Just to get it positioned where we think it'll look good. Maybe something like that. So what I'm picturing is this will be like a little screen, kind of, that'll have a hand symbol with the letter L or a hand symbol with the letter R in it, and the player has to hit it with that specific hand. That's what I'm picturing. Good idea or nah? Because I want to... How the game works is if you alternate fists when you're punching things, you get combo points. So I want to make them think about it a little bit more. If there's something that forces them to use a specific fist, maybe they'll have to wait on that, go punch another thing, then punch it with the right fist. Is the idea. Make it a little bit more challenging for them so that experts will get more points and suckers won't. Concept is solid. I guess we'll find out if it's fun or not in due time. We can maybe bevel this a little bit less. I just upgraded to Blender 4.1 the other day, so some of my settings are still off. had various patterns like that. Reminds you of a rhythm game almost. Yeah, this is kind of it's a rhythm game without the rhythm. It's just a survival arcade game. If I had like the budget or the know-how to do like a rhythm game, I would definitely love to do something like that. That is not my cup of tea. I like rhythm games. I enjoy playing them. I don't have a musical bone in my body. I'm probably the least rhythmic person you'll ever meet. Yeah, people do love rhythm games. Those are some of the most popular games on VR, like Beat Saber, and then I work out to Supernatural 3 times a week at least, usually. Because we have like our little screen here, and then I'll add some like wires and shit to make it look cool. Let's add like some little clamps to it so it doesn't just like straight up intersect here. Not that anybody will ever see that, but I hate it, so. Let's add a cube. And then we'll move this out, but keep the center in the same spot so then we can instance it. Maybe have it start bigger. And collide into the screen like that. And then extrude smaller. That looks pretty cool. Or, alternatively, here's an idea. My cat's not shutting up. She's at the door right now. Do you want to say hi to my cat? Alternatively, what we could do... Give me a second. I'm trying to think of the best way to handle this. We could, like have this come up to here, kind of. And obviously, like, fix the geometry, but can have that come out. Kind of like wires almost. First, we'll want to make these full. Oh, they're full. Okay, cool. That way it doesn't like collide all weird. You know what I mean? And then that way I can making it look easy. Me Snap to vertex. Oh, let me save this real quick. Or we can save on some faces too if we just have this come in. And then we can also just honestly scale this down so that it fits within the crevice. So now we do want some more geometry here for sure. So this is like a hero asset. Hero assets can have more geometry. If you give me give me a minute here, 01 Gaming, I'll show you the game. It's easier to show than tell. This is probably the most difficult way to go about doing what I'm doing right now. There's no reason for me to be doing this. I could honestly just take a new Bezier curve and it would probably be easier, but that's okay. Nobody said I had any brain cells up here. Let me show you what the game is. We have it casting. Let me build out real quick. It's building it. How's your day going? Running, so it should be up now. Fun to eat and watch. I appreciate it. So this is the game. It's a game where you punch things. It's a very simple arcade game. Bombs show up, you have to punch them away before they blow up, and you have to dodge stuff. Big pushy button. Boop. And there's targets you have to hit. There are different varieties of enemies, they just show up later. So this one you have to hit twice. That one you can't hit, and it sticks around for a while. We changed that tonight. But if I hit that target, it'll shoot it away. Which is something we added tonight. Definitely need to make the targets harder. Ah! I got fooled! Sometimes if you punch them, they fake you out. waiting for the other ones to show up. I don't know if y'all can hear me or not, but talking makes me feel better. Ah! Mother frickin' hell. Oh, these ones are fun. So you punch it and it splits out. After you have a multiplier of 10, it only gives you points for targets. Ah, frickin' cord! Anyway, you get the idea. Your day's going well. I'm glad to hear it, Amethyst. Doing this. Yeah, I'm doing this totally by myself for the fun of it. Oof. Anyway, that's the game. Right now I'm working on ones that have a screen on it. For anybody chilling here that didn't hear me the first time. I'm working on one that has a screen on it that'll show like an icon of a hand, and it'll have a letter on it for like left or right, so the L or R, and you have to punch it with that designated fist. So I think that'll be fun, and if not, then I'll just cry some. Well, I appreciate the compliments. I'm just doing this in my free time for fun. Because I like arcade games with leaderboards, so that's what I'm making. Also, I'm just one person, so making anything more complicated would be out of my scope. Scope creep is real. You're also making an environment, but suddenly UE crashed? Yikes. That's not fun. I've been there, like losing like hours of work before. One time I lost 2 weeks worth of work on the old version of the game because I accidentally deleted my project with source tree, which is why I don't use source tree anymore, because it was like one button press by accident and my whole freaking project was gone. I thought it was just gonna delete the source tree project. I didn't realize it was gonna delete all my game files too. So, what else was I gonna say? Oh, I think that looks pretty cool though. It looks kind of like a scuba mask. So I can duplicate this. And then honestly just delete. And delete. They got rid of auto smooth and changed it to shade smooth by angle in Blender 4.1, which is kind of cool. I think it's a little bit more convenient. Nice tunes here. So this is a playlist called Stream Beats by Harris Heller. It's all royalty-free music to use on videos and streams, so it's really convenient for that regard. Would recommend. So, ooh, I have an idea. To make my life a little bit easier. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna delete all these. Going to separate this out and join it to the thing that's being instanced. Thought it was an underwater game. That's okay. The Boolean's acting up something awful. There we go. Yeah, so this will be like a screen with icons on it for whether you're supposed to punch it or not. This definitely looks like a scuba mask, though. I will admit that. Yeah, if I apply the Boolean, edit mode will reflect the change. I can even have it show Boolean in edit mode without applying it. I'm just not ready to apply it yet. I'm not ready for that kind of a commitment. Let's hide that. I don't know if y'all have seen my other styles of shorts on YouTube, but if you like Blender stuff, on streams lately I've been doing art on Saturdays. So I do these challenges where I spin 2 wheels and mash 2 characters up and sculpt them within one stream. This was the, oh, that's the actual real name. Not that it matters, my actual name is my channel name. So this is the one we did last Saturday. I thought it turned out pretty cool. How much time am I in this field? Oh, that's how you found me? So I'm working on a YouTube short and long form for this one specifically this weekend. I'm off work for 5 days because we're off for Good Friday because of that's just the holiday for the company I work at, and then I took Monday and Tuesday off, so a 5-day weekend. I've been doing 3D work for, it's called a calculator. Like 19 years, I guess. I've been doing it since middle school. I was not good back then, but I've been doing been doing 3D work for a very long time. What would you need to apply somewhere? What do you mean? Like for a job somewhere? Man, I think working for a company would help you improve. I wish I had a better answer for you. I'm the complete wrong person to ask about interviewing at companies and such. I've had the exact same job since high school. The company I work for, I interned with them in high school and all through college. Then they offered me a full-time job after college. So I just, I've never really had to interview anywhere. It's the extremely privileged position to be in, but I have no idea what the correct answer to that question is. Where am I from? I live in Georgia, near Atlanta, in the US. Let's just do 16 vertices for this. Oh no! Ah, something I messed up. You're from India? That's a long ways away. Let's do that. That's pretty good. I think that looks pretty cool. I think we can probably drop this down to 8 verts though, to save on mesh count. center my cursor there. Let's just do 8. It's small enough. I don't think it's gonna end up mattering that much. And bevel that. That's where we can get our extra budget in. I think that looks cool enough. Clear enough for what it is. My cat is meowing at me. I'm gonna go grab her. I'll be right back. Okay, I ended up with the wrong cat. Not the one that was meowing because she ran off, but this is one of my cats. It's about their dinner time. This is Chowder. Say hi, Chowder. He has no idea what's going on. He's not usually allowed down here. Yeah, he's a little biter. I haven't figured out how to train that out of him. He's still relatively young. I guess I gotta go feed the cats. I'll be right back. Okay, the cats have been fed. A streaming schedule, or is it sporadic? Generally Tuesdays and Saturdays. Tuesday evening, Saturday mornings. Thursday this week because Tuesday I had plans. And today was chaotic too. I went to the cardiologist after work. I had a 4:15 appointment. I was sitting in the office for like an hour waiting. That was wild. On Saturday morning this week, we're gonna be doing a camera track for my 1 second a day videos. I do this, I'll share. I shared a little earlier in the stream, but I do these 1 second a day video projects, and for the first day of the month, I always put the text of what month it is. So when I put it all together at the end of the year, you can tell what month you're in very easily as it plays through. Like another example. This one was a fun challenge specifically to get the reflections right on the table. That was very challenging. So we're gonna be doing one of these 3D text tracks on Saturday for March of 2024. This one I was really proud of because we got like the shadow from the tree on the text and then had the shadows actually like blend in. So that's Saturday's stream this week rather than doing like an art challenge or something because I have to get it done anyway. Let's see, July was like burger patty on the grill. June was in my garage. May was in Target. Again, the reflections were hard. Oh, that's just a picture. Oh, that one was pretty cool. We got the light from the wall actually shining on the text. March, that one was another challenge, getting the reflections to be believable. Just followed 2 more days. I appreciate it. February on the cutting board. January I never do. I just started doing these the prior year. Oh wait, no, I guess this was the second year that I did it. This one I just tried to integrate. A lot more pictures back then. Now I pretty much just post the little 1 second a day videos. But then at the end of the year, I take all of them and, oh shit, I forgot I did that one in the oven. That's pretty cool. At the end of the year, I take all of them and compress them into one long video. And that's always pretty fun. It is early on Saturdays. I tend to wake up around 6 a.m. because my sleep schedule was fixed this year. Okay, what else we gotta do? All right, we were working on art. Okay. I'll generally go from like 6 a.m. until noon or so on Saturday mornings. And then go get lunch. I think this looks pretty cool. Another option that we have. Good to get up. Yeah, I mean, like, I like waking up early lately. I'm not even really a morning person necessarily, but I like waking up early lately just because I got sidetracked with my brain. Just because then you have the whole day ahead of you. It's like another option for this is rather than a screen, it could be like a fun push button. Everybody likes buttons. Could be like a squishy button that you have to punch in. I think that's probably more effort than it's worth and might have performance issues. Oh. They got rid of hardened normals in 4.1. Oh, weighted normals. That's okay. Wow, I was off. Could have like a big squishy button. I think the screen's probably good enough though. As much of a fan I am. Does that sentence work? That sentence does not work. Okay, now I think we finally people do love buttons. Man, it's tempting. No, it's not necessary. We can always add it later if the mechanic is fun. For now, I'm scared to apply the Boolean. Although it doesn't look that bad, surprisingly. Let's save this as a 0, 2, so we have an iteration, and then let's apply the Boolean. Surprisingly, not terrible. Let's just clean it up a little bit. And most of this is never going to be seen anyway. So it's fine. You would have dissolved those vertices. That's probably a good way to do it too. Yeah. And then I'm just gonna delete that face because who needs it? I don't. Yeah, the dissolving's probably a better way to do it. I guess depending. Like if it's just a floating vertex, I think the dissolve is correct for sure. I mean, at the end of the day, the right answer is whatever gets you to the correct result. Sure, some ways are faster than others or whatever, but at the end of the day, is the mesh right? I do think the dissolve was definitely correct here, though. Can probably just delete these edge loops. That looks pretty good. I do believe that's passable. And then I also think I'm gonna take the higher poly cylinders. Because if we're doing them over there, I might as well do them over here for consistency's sake. Something like that looks cool, I think. Cool enough, at least for testing. I have a tendency to do art before I implement the mechanics because the look of it is important to me. And that's the total wrong way of going about things. Should definitely test the mechanics before spending all the time on the art. But that's not how my brain works. Probably bevel this in even a little bit. I'm gonna do smooth select, but connected only. I was thinking about making a YouTube short about that one because it's a really good trick, but it's also very simple. YouTube short I'm posting tomorrow is how to make low poly clouds easily. I would show the short on stream, but I don't want the YouTube algorithm to be like, golly gosh, gee willikers, that was already posted. It is, I have a cool little method for it. You can just add a sphere. And another sphere. Just get like a nice cloud shape. You definitely want to fill in the intersections. Join them. Add a remesh modifier. Then add a decimate modifier. And you got to drag this down pretty far. Depends on the scale of the object. If I apply the scale now, it's getting way too much. And the benefit here is that you can adjust the shape still. I can like make this bigger, and it ah. Anyway. Do I care that this just intersects straight into the mesh? Probably not. I think it looks good enough. I'm tempted to bevel these, but that's extra geometry that I don't need to spend. It looks so nice though. And it is a hero object. I'm doing the modifier because I don't know what all I want to bevel yet. I want to have a chance to see what it looks like before I commit. can bevel that. Oh. I'm assuming this triangle down here is probably what's causing the overlap. Where is it getting clamped, I wonder? Oh, let's find out. Difference between modifier and control B. Modifier is just non-destructive, so if I don't like it, I can just delete it. If I knew exactly where and what I wanted to bevel right now, I would probably just do control B. Oh, I see what's happening. We had some other seams tagged. Long time. What's up, her work? How's it going? It has been a minute indeed. I'm currently live on both YouTube and Twitch. That's where the restream bot messages are coming from. Alright, so then we can do our weighted normal. Oh man, I screwed up somewhere. Super busy with projects and organizations. What kind of projects? I hope they're interesting. Did you save the world? I mean, called Mist. You can find it on Twitter and here. Sketchy link. I don't know. I don't go around clicking on links I'm not familiar with. Source mod launcher made for people that makes mods of TF2. That's cool. I guess that explains the TF. Team Fortress or whatever. Man, I haven't played that game in ages. I think I like the bevel. I'm gonna up it even a little bit more. Wonder if they knew how big Team Fortress would be when they made it. I don't know. I played it. It's still big, isn't it? Because I haven't played it since I was like in high school, pretty much. I bought it as part of the orange box when Portal, Team Fortress 2, and Half-Life 2 episode whatever were part of it, I think. What was in the orange box? Mostly I was excited about Portal. Portal was really cool to me. Okay, it was episode 2. Yeah, Portal was the coolest goddamn thing. 4 organizations that are affiliated with Team Fortress 2. And I played so much Team Fortress 2, and I was also an angsty high schooler, so I had this like massive CRT TV on my desk that I played Team Fortress 2 on, And when I got mad, I'm not proud of this. I'm not proud of this at all, but I was a dumb high schooler. I would grab the CRT monitor and like shake it out of anger. And because of that, there were like holes in the wall from the back corners of the giant ass indestructible CRT monitor. I don't think my parents ever knew that it was from me getting mad at the game, but my dad eventually like installed metal plates in the wall behind the monitor. I used to rage so hard at games, more recently than I'd like to admit too. Like, back in chapter 1 of Fortnite, I was still pretty ragey. I don't rage like at all anymore, but I had some moments. Fortnite Chris rage was intense. Yeah, it was. You have 1,200 hours in Team Fortress 2? I'm curious how many hours I have in Fortnite on Epic. Because then I also have more hours in Fortnite on PlayStation, because my girlfriend and I play on PlayStation from bed. It's really nice to play Fortnite in bed because you can lay back against your pillow. No, I don't want to launch the game. Just show me how many hours I have. 3,816 hours and 23 minutes on the PC version. Then on PlayStation, let's see how many hours I have there. Uh, 202 more hours on top of that on PlayStation. So I guess 4,018 hours. Let's convert that to months. I have 5.5 months of playtime in Fortnite. I don't know if that's something to be proud of or ashamed of, but it is an accurate fact about me. Oh, we gotta unwrap this. Oh, let's here, I'm gonna duplicate one of these, put it in the nope collection for backup. Most you have is maybe 1,000 on Final Fantasy, some sort of number. What Roman numeral is that? I'm Googling it. Final Fantasy 14, I think. I don't know anything about Final Fantasy. You got a duo baddie. I meant to respond to that. Yeah, I have a cool girlfriend. She's awesome. She moved in a little before Christmas last year. And she's my Fortnite duo. So now that we've duplicated that, you can apply these and then select all of these, link it. I appreciate it. Hope it's worked out well for you. Yeah, we make a pretty good team. We split up responsibilities and costs of things, which is always good. She has 2 cats. I have 2 cats, so together we have 4 cats, which is more cats than I ever anticipated having. I anticipated having 0, but then some showed up in my life, and then she showed up in my life. So now we have 4. I can show you pictures of all of them. See. You're in YouTube. Nice. Okay, so this is Asmarano Martica Dyston Aquildakar. That's her full name. No more stream bot. What else I want to look for? Y'all already met Chowder tonight, but I'll show pictures anyway because he's cute. This is Chowder. This is Sabrina. She's quite majestic. She's mostly a Maine Coon. Oh man, at least I can find a good picture of Salem. I guess he's not tagged in my system. This is Salem. He's a solid black cat. This is the gang. He's a menace. The two girls, Salem and Esmeralda Mordecai and Akulakar, are very chill. And then Salem and Chowder play with each other all day. So there's a when she first moved in, this was something we were really worried about. So we were originally trying the method where you put the new cats in their own room, their base camp, and then for like a couple hours a day, you swap them. You put the native cats in the base camp and the new cats in the house for a few hours just so they can go explore, get used to the scents, get used to the surroundings. Do that for a few hours every day for a couple weeks. Then we were going to put up a screen door and slowly let them see each other as they were at feeding time. But one night, really early on in the process, during the swap, my cat just darted downstairs and had like a 10-minute stare off. Asmo right here had like a 10-minute stare off with Sabrina where they just stared at each other. Nothing like happened. They just stared at each other. Meanwhile, Chowder was still upstairs in the room. He was banging on the door like, I want out, let me out, I want to come play. So after nothing like super bad happened with the stare down, we let Chowder out. So all four cats were out in the kitchen. Chowder comes down and just immediately starts playing with Salem, and they just hit it off perfectly. And ever since then, they've all kind of just gotten along pretty well. It was extremely lucky because that's not normal. Like, it usually takes cats a whole lot of warming up to each other. But these two are best friends. They'll like play all day and sleep together in the afternoon on the cat tree. It's very cute. And then these two just kind of do their own thing. Okay, where were we? I think we're gonna, God, I'm just like biding time here. I think we're gonna go ahead and unwrap. Oh, I don't have UV Pack Master installed on Blender 4.1. That's unfortunate. Let's go ahead and unwrap one of these. And then, since they're all duplicated. So these pieces should already be pretty good. I think we're gonna mark the seam there instead. And for this one, gotta get back to developing Crunch. I hope you have a good night, Herwork. It was good to hear from you. Discord server, the main one, is pretty dead, but I started a new Discord server called Chris Folia Makes a Discord to try to match the branding. Oh, you already joined. Damn. Yeah, that's the new Discord. The old Discord's pretty much dead. I wouldn't recommend wasting your time there. The old Discord people pretty much just the old Discord pretty much is just people trying to get files from my old YouTube channel. Nobody actually wants to like hang out or chat or anything, which is okay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Cool. And I hope you have a good rest of your night or day, whatever time it is for you. I don't know what region of the world you're in, actually. Okay, so now let's make sure that this is unwrapped well. I mean, it could be worse. I don't think that's too shabby. I think we, and most of the seams are still in place. For a stupid solo dev project like this, I'm gonna say this is probably fine. So now we can take all of these. Why does this have a keyframe on it? What did I hit? We can do a join. We can do another unwrap. And then we need UV Pack Master. Which I don't know if it'll work. Let me pull my downloads. Do I even have it in here? UV Pack Master, January 2024. That's probably it, right? Hey, let's see if it works. Hell yeah, let's go. I like the heuristic option. I don't know if it really actually helps that much, but it's good for it to try a few different variations and see what does the best use of space. Oh man, why am I sleepy? I drank caffeine at the start of this stream. Okay, I guess we'll file, export FBX, mesh, selected objects, Z up, face, apply modifiers. Selected objects only. Oh, materials. Let's see what materials we gotta have if we're gonna reuse some things. Oh, litter level low on the litter robot. Just got a notification. That's not good. Also have to take the trash out tonight. 100% you back if you keep these up. You headed out for the night, John? Hope you have a good one. I'll be here on Tuesdays and Saturdays. And posting YouTube shorts and such. You take it easy. Have a good night. I'm gonna. Yeah, I get that. Sleep sounds pretty good right now. I'm gonna try to get some materials done on this. Probably not get it implemented quite yet, but see what I can make it look like. But have a good night. While I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna go ahead and go take out the trash, so don't forget to do that. Because I know I will forget if I don't. Have an idea you can make a shop so you can make a new background that you can buy, like in the game. Maybe eventually if people like the game. That's definitely like a future stretch goal kind of thing though. That's a good idea. Cosmetics on the hand. Oh, we already got cosmetics on the hand. I'll show you. And there are more planned, but let's see. Models. Where did I put those? Fists. There we are. So we have the standard one. Which is like a metal kind of glowing fist. And then we've got... Oh yeah, that's totally fine that you didn't know. I wouldn't expect you to know. We have these ones that are sort of like a neon rainbow kind of deal. And when you have these ones equipped, whenever you punch things, the lights in the arena briefly change color. We have these ones that when you punch things, they spew out gold coins. Just as like a particle effect. We have these ones, which you unlock for dying a bunch. And the particle effect for these ones is like some ghosts that shoot out. And then we have the rubber ducks. Which you get for ducking under lasers. And I have some more planned that we're gonna make eventually. But I haven't gotten that far yet. Right now we're working on on the game functionality. So let me open a thing. It is bomb main as the material, so I'm going to save this as left right bomb. And then we'll do a edit project configuration and we'll select gonna make levels that gets harder. So it's currently I hard question to answer. Eventually I would like to have different modes of gameplay. Currently I'm focusing on the main mode, which is just arcade mode, where you try to survive as long as possible. But as the game progresses, it slowly introduces new enemies and obstacles to make it more difficult, and things start to come in faster. So it gets harder the longer you play it. But right now, I'm just working on the main arcade mode. So we've got all these different varieties of enemies. It starts out with just the regular ones, and then slowly introduces the other ones. Ooh, did I not export this? File, export, FBX, mesh, Z up, selected objects, geometry, face, left, right, export. Oh, we didn't export it, that's right. Okay, so now we can import this. And we have to reassign the materials. And we have to rebake this as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and bake our mesh maps. Which all this does is it like gives our object, it tells the painting software like where the crevices are in the object, where the edges are on the object, which direction's up, which direction's down. It gives us a lot of data to use with their smart materials. Alright, return to painting. And now we have to properly apply all of these. So we can turn off our steel for now. And we can add a black mask to the machinery. And then we can start applying the machinery where it belongs. Nice. Then we have this, which is already in a lot of the right places for the most part. A couple more places I'd like to add it. Right there. Let's make sure it's in all of the crevices. Oh, let's apply it to these as well. Make a retro mode, but do that later. Yeah, there are definitely some modes I will add, like maybe like a timed mode of some sort. I'd like to add fitness mode from the original version of the game back in. I think that would be fun. Fitness mode was a mode where the player could change the speed of the game manually, so they could just get a good workout. That was a good one. Then someone else had an idea in the comments that would be fun, which is like a color sort mode kind of deal, where you would have to, and I don't know if they thought about it, I don't know if this is how they were thinking about it, they just said color sort mode, but how I interpreted that would be like, you can like maybe pound your fists together to change the color of the lights in the arena, and you have to be on the right color to punch things. You have to constantly be swapping colors. I think that would be really fun. A fun design space. Horror mode. I don't know how to make this scary. I do love horror games though. I used to play a lot of Phasmophobia with friends, but I haven't done that in a minute. I don't play that in VR though. I feel like that would be too scary. I'm a wimp. Okay, is the steel applied to all of the wires? I believe it is. Looking cool. Alright, so what is... We don't want anything on this face right now. So we're gonna apply like a screen material. What's up, Ironhide? How's it going? Welcome back. So now, is that emissive? No, it's from here. Spiky balls. Red or green light? How would that go? What you picturing? As I think for these, just go ahead and paint it all black. Oh, this is a multiply. Oh, that's to get rid of bleeding after the blur. Trying to figure out how past Chris set this up. Spiky balls. What about spiky balls? Paint, we actually want that to all be white currently, and then we'll get back to that in a little bit. That looks about right. Red light, you cannot hit the balls. When it turns green light, now you can hit them. Oh, that's not a bad idea at all. That'd be fun. Now the paint. We come in. Oh, I missed the face. Okay, where's that coming? Where's that bleeding in from? So it's got to be bleeding in from somewhere. Blur outdated. Oh, did they change this? Oh shit, that's where that's coming in. I guess they improved the blur. See if there's any red on anything else that's not supposed to be. Where's that wrap coming from? That's not good. If we look at this, there's no red. It's somehow getting wrapped on. Well, idea, I suppose. This is not coming from any of those. from. Let's make sure this is turned off for everything else. Don't want any extra random ass red stuff. I should fix it. Okay, now we want to make a screen. Seems we need an icon with a letter. Let me think about this. So we need to make some alpha textures. Let's bring up Photoshop. Make a hit death effect. When you hit a ball, it'll do a hit death effect. So we have these, we have the spike ones. If you hit them, it takes a life from you. You have 3 health, or 3 lives, I guess, per game. If you hit the wrong thing, you lose a life. Okay, let's do 10, 24 by 10, 20. We can do 2048. Doesn't matter, it's just an alpha. Hit screen. So this is, it's a little screen on the ball. It's gonna have an icon with an L or an R, so like left or right, so you have to hit it with the specific correct fist or else it blows up. Is the idea. We'll see if it's fun or not once I actually get around to implementing it, but right now we're just doing the art for it. Another design space to explore potentially later in the game is maybe these balls will like switch which fist you're supposed to hit it with in real time since it's a screen. That's something to attempt later. Ooh, I'm sleepy, damn. Make the ball with cosmetics, maybe eventually. For first iteration of the game, there won't be like different ball cosmetics, but maybe eventually. I'm not gonna say never. So what am I picturing? The icon to look like. I was picturing just like maybe a hand like this, but I don't want people to think they have to slap it. Make L red. Nah, it'll just be the text on a screen. These are just masks though. We're not going to do the color in Photoshop. That'll be done in Substance Painter. I guess we can just go ahead and save these out real quick. A fist icon. Assets, fists. Nope. Assets, enemies. Left, right. Call this left alpha. Right alpha. So now, in substance, make a new fill layer, make a new folder called screen, make a new black mask, go ahead and fill that in. I think the screen will probably end up being gray-ish, but emissive. And then, man. So we'll make one layer just emissive. One layer not have emissive. And the emissive will add a black mask too. Make a tree hand? That's a good idea. Could be like Groot. So I'm trying to do here. Maybe I'll get a... I can't make the brush any bigger. Trying to have it so like it fades out to not being lit up quite. Something like that's probably fine. Just looks dingier on the sides. Or a fire hand. I don't think about the best way to handle that one. That'd be hard to do in VR. I am sleepy. All of a sudden, just like a wave of tired hit me. Yikes. Ah. Is that a filter? Or a... There's like a noise texture that's like a wave. I know we do. Alphas, textures. I know the texture exists, I just don't remember what it's called. Am I gonna make a tutorial mode? Maybe eventually. I'll see what playtesters say. I think it's a good idea. for sure. It just is a lot of effort, and I do kind of like the idea of people having to figure it out, but at the same time, tutorials are definitely really nice. Here, let's make another group. Copy mask. Add black mask. Paste into. And clear mask. Oh, remove mask is what we're looking for. I can make this like slightly darker, but then add a black mask, add a fill, and plug the stripes into it. Gold hand? Oh, we already have one of those. Yeah, so now we have kind of like a little screen pattern. We can change the colors of these. Ah, man, we made good progress tonight. I'm gonna call it, I think. I'm tired for some reason. I will make these a little bit darker. Retro hand. Would that be like a 2D pixelated kind of deal? I was thinking about making one that's like that looks like the hand cursor on Windows, and then when you punch things like pop-ups, like old internet pop-ups come up. That would be pretty funny. Then and add another layer. That's just emissive. YouTube logo and my YouTube logo. It's like my face. I guess I have my other YouTube that has the fish logo, but this YouTube is like a face. Okay. You add paint. And then let me drag the alphas in. Fish fist's not a bad idea. I don't know why I keep clicking fist. So let's drag our alphas in. We have to tag them as alphas. Oh, we can do projection. I don't remember how to set this as the projection map. Oh, that's new. Wow. Wait, can I literally just shove it on here? Just shove it on there. The heck? That's new. Stick it in. A spirit hand. The only issue I would see with something like that is the transparency is expensive on mobile processors. Wait, so can I do the same thing here? Make this like solid red. Thanks for the follow, Super Player and CG9. Also, how's it going, Alex? Five Nights at Freddy's kid, how's it going? I'm tired. I'm gonna end the stream soon. I'm getting sleepy. I'm just trying to figure something out real quick. Cause they've added some cool, it seems like they've added some cool functionality. Thanks, bad. I'm sorry, dude. Warp projection. Interesting. That's very useful. Is this game free? It will not be, but it won't be expensive. I'm thinking somewhere under $10. I haven't decided fully yet. Glass hand or music modes. When you hit a ball, it will play music. I wish I was musically inclined. I don't have a rhythmic bone in my body. So then... You like to punch things too? Yeah, when it comes out, it'll probably be somewhere under $10. Less than a cup of coffee. God, what's the texture I'm looking for called? Is it just stripes? It is stripes. Okay. One mode. You know, I originally my goal was to make a multiplayer game. That's how I originally came up with this. Multiplayer games take a whole lot of effort. For you, it's $100. Man, why is this not working the way I want it to? That's that. This is being made visible by stripes. Make a list of certain people who have to pay a lot to play. Haven't locked on their account like that. That'd be pretty funny. Goofy mode, when you hit the goofy ball, it would play goofy sounds. So if we disable the mask, looks like that. Oh. There we go. So now I need to figure out the parameters I used for these stripes, which looks like, I'm just gonna copy, honestly. It'll be $6.99. I haven't decided yet on this version of the game. On the blur I did 0.77. Should be able to duplicate this layer. Swap out the fill with right alpha. Bam. I think $7 would be fair. I haven't decided on a price yet. I'm thinking definitely under 10. Maybe less than 7, maybe 7. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. And then the price can always change as I add things. I think we need some sort of hand icon, but it's 10:18 Eastern and I am sleepy, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and get off. I'll be back Saturday morning at around 7 a.m. Eastern, I want to say, probably. No guarantees, but we have a 3D camera track to do on Saturday. So I'm gonna call the stream there. I appreciate everyone who hung out. It was good to talk. Anna, Alex, and everybody else who was here earlier as well. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your night. I'm gonna go probably pass out. I'm very tired. Have a good night.